Welcome to our coffee talk in Lake Kivu. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Kivu.
Kivu. Yeah.
Yes.
So we are at Serena Hotel in Lake Kivu. And right over there is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes.
Right across the water, and it's a lake.
It looks like it could be an ocean.
Yeah.
That's how big it is. This is the fun fact. This is the 6th largest lake in Africa. Don't know about the world.
In the continent.
So we drove roughly
3 hours and some change to get here.
From our flat in Kigali. And that was some rough terrain.
It was like going up the mountain. Well, they call it, this is a place of many hills. Those aren't hills. You're going up the side of a mountain. Yes. Okay, you're basically in West Virginia.
Up, down, sharp turns, steep inclines. Yes.
You know, it's funny. It's like when we go up the hill, you have to floor it on the car. And you're flooring it, but you're not really speeding up the hill, up the mountain. You're just keeping pace with all the other vehicles.
I'm barely scratching the surface of 20 kilometers per hour. It's not getting there. I don't know if it's gonna get there. So we made it. Our rental car survived the journey. People are swimming.
Oh yeah, they jumped in the water.
We kind of thought we probably weren't gonna survive. The car wasn't going to survive the journey. But 2004 RAV4, it is Rhonda certified.
You know what I felt when I think about it is the nationals that are here, they have an advantage because you see the motorbikes and then you see people on regular pedal bikes. And going up and down those hills and through the ridge, you'll see people on those bikes. And they'll be hauling stuff. We saw the guys hauling sugarcane plants,
rebar, potatoes.
It's just a whole sack of potatoes.
You can tell they went and harvested, or somebody went and harvested the potatoes, and then they got the sack.
Yes, that's kind of cool.
It was definitely cool to see the system of moving vegetables around, and like we saw markets and things like that. And if you live in any of the city parts of the states, you know that you don't really get to see the vegetables from inception to the grocery store. Yeah. You get to see them on the truck and grocery store. Yeah, and if you're lucky, you see them on the truck. Most people don't see when the groceries are delivered.
These are outdoor markets, though. The benefit is, like, one thing that I saw that you got my eyes to pay attention to was looking at the carrots.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen a carrot that big
or that orange.
This is my hand and this is my bag.
Yeah.
So a carrot was half of this bag.
Yeah,
that was one carrot.
I had an egg roll last night and carrots were in it, and I thought it was sweet potato, but it was carrots, and it was very sweet. I mean, to be that close with food really gives you a different perspective on the farms that supply us in the States.
It was very humbling to notice, or to note that residences, as you drive past them on the way here to the hotel, you would see homes that had gardens.
And cows, goats.
Yeah, and chickens.
I highly recommend making that drive, and
it's worth it.
Coming to Lake Kivu because it is beautiful here. We're here in the off season, and the locals are like, it's cold, but it's not really cold for us. I'm trying to think what state it feels like. Southern California. So yes, the pool water is cold, but I put my feet in this lake, and I had watched the video prior to us coming, and the lake is warm, but it's because it sits on a geothermal.
Yes.
And so it makes it warm. So it's safe to get in certain parts, but do your own research. I'm no scientist. Do your own research. I got in, and I let our daughter get in.
It's safe enough. Yeah. And this is coming from that other side to say that, hey, we're not residents or nationals of this country. But at the same time, when you see people jump in the water and swim in the water, that puts you in a different perspective.
I'll tell you this. We live in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. And I have never seen anybody randomly jump in that water. Now, maybe there are videos of people getting in that water, but my own eyes have not seen anybody jump in that water. And we go to the base that touches that water often. And I have yet to see somebody say, I'm going to jump in this water. I've yet to see that. This lake must be safer than that water.
Also, at the Serena Hotels, everyone here is very kind, very nice.
Yeah.
You're always being watched. Not in an uncomfortable way, it's from a service perspective. Because when we're sitting eating dinner, or if we're sitting eating breakfast, or even asking a question and things like that,
it's the attention to detail. I understand why it's a 5-star hotel. It is dated, so if you're used to the glitz and glam of a 5-star hotel, you also have to think to yourself, what is the service level like? We're only going to be here for the day, but the service has been superb since we've been here. So we're not drinking coffee right now because we just had coffee.
a lot of it.
And I like the little kettle that they served it in. Yeah. We all got our own little kettle, and then I asked for warm milk. I got piping hot milk, but I'm not complaining.
Did you drink it like, you poured it in there and like, ah? Was it hot like that?
No, it was not hot like that. It definitely complimented the coffee.
Okay.
And you know what's also cool about this place that we forgot to mention is that every meal
the chef comes out to talk to us, so we don't feel like little nuances, right? We saw the chef when we were here to eat our lunch. When we got here, we saw chef again for dinner yesterday, and then we saw chef again last on breakfast. Came out every time
asking us how we slept, how was the meal, anything like that. She asked how I slept, and I said not great. He said, oh, why? I was like, well, I chose to sleep with our daughter, and she's a horrible sleeper.
She is.
Everybody in our household can attest to that. She's not the best if you want to sleep. She said, oh, well, hopefully you enjoy the food. So,
but you know what? I'll give you this. If you wanted something particular, that would be the person to ask.
There's very little negative things we can say about this place. So we went to Coffee House. Was it yesterday?
When we were back in Kigali.
Back in Kigali on Tuesday.
We went to
Kivu Noir.
Kivu Noir.
Named after this lake, or the Kivu region, which is also where they get coffee from. And our coffee that we had this morning was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
And we're hoping to get us a bag of it from here. I saw it back at that cafe.
Okay.
But all the beans were already ground. And whenever we get coffee, I like to travel with the whole bean. Yeah. That cafe was very chic.
To give you a perspective, imagine going to a Starbucks reserve, right? And the ambient noise from the people that are there. It's not loud.
And it was packed in there. There was very little seating, but that did not stop it from not being intimate. And we actually found it from a YouTuber whose channel is Live in the Middle.
Yes.
And when they went, it wasn't packed at all. So maybe they went very early in the morning or had a reservation. But I highly recommend going. The coffee was great. I got the nutmeg.
The Spanish latte.
So I would say my coffee, it was okay. It was a nutmeg coffee. What I did not enjoy about it was all the nutmeg was at the bottom, and it made it bitter. And it wasn't overly sweet. Now maybe it was sweet by their standards because they was like, oh, it's gonna be sweet. For me, it wasn't sweet at all, and I typically don't add like copious amounts of sugar in my coffee. Was yours sweet?
No, it wasn't overtly sweet. It was just really smooth.
It was smooth.
I felt really smooth just having it in the first place. And on top of that, I loved, and this shows how much of an adult I am now. I enjoyed that cup so much. I talked to the person that served me over how can I get this cup?
Yeah.
Can I take it? He was like, no.
Restrain yourself.
Yeah, or can you charge cost of that cup to my bill?
Oh my God. So today is just a chill day for us. We're gonna chill here, and then we're going to make our way back to Kigali. We have another coffee talk scheduled. We're actually gonna stay in a hotel in Istanbul airport. So that's going to be pretty cool. First for us.
Yeah.
And we end up organically having to get the largest room.
Yeah. We can break it down, talk to you guys about the hotel, what that looks like. and possibly, what to expect if you want to travel during this time of the season.
Yeah. And right now, believe it or not, we're in rainy season. However, I don't know if you can see the sun kind of peeking out behind us. We're under a shade. The sun is peeking out. It feels great outside. There are people in the water. There are people lounging on the beach. And it's just an overall nice day. I'm kind of sad that we'll be leaving midday. I highly recommend staying here. I don't know of any other places in the Lake Kivu area. This place is very nice.
I'm looking off to the left. I see nothing but hotels or places to stay across that area.
So from the States, December is a nice time to visit. Just be wary of the fact that it is rainy season, and when it rains, it cools off everything. So then it does truly feel like 50 degrees outside. And who wants to get into any water when it's raining or 50?
Yeah.
I know somebody who does.
That's our daughter. Our daughter, she just like jumped. Yeah. She jumps in the water. I'm like, okay.
She got put out of the pool last night. I've never been happier. I didn't have to be the bad guy. He was like, no. You can't get in. I was like, yes, in my mind.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic to me.
Yeah. But you think of the water here. How clear do you see of the water right behind us?
It's very clear. I would not drink it. I don't think it's recommended.
No.
I would not get it in my mouth and swallow it. I try to spit it back out.
Okay.
But it is definitely some clear water. I mean, one time a scientist told me the water is not blue, it's clear. And so the blue comes from whatever the science is behind that, making the water blue.
It's reflecting what's below it. Exactly. So if there's dirt that's brown below your water, it's going to reflect that brown.
The water should be clear. You should pick it up in a cup and it should be clear. Yeah. So we're going to do what we do at every beach location. Illumina is going to collect some sand to immortalize this trip. And then we'll catch up with you all on probably tomorrow when we go to the city to talk to a realtor.
Because there's plenty of coffee shops out there. Now, what I would say is that since I was out here, I wanted to see if there was a Starbucks. I haven't seen the Starbucks so far.
Me neither. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed our coffee talk, and we can't wait to catch up with you again.
All right.
Yeah.